So, like, now whether it's how we started or it's like my movie idea, I think you heard of CERN, like, well, you just destroy the universe, right? Or destroy the Earth. So imagine they did that. Humanity's bad, humans are bad, destroyed. But there's got to be a spaceship with robots with, you know, the DNA and stuff of humans in it. So whether like the Earth kind of forms something else or lands on other planets where it starts to become like Earth, so like there, where'd we come from? Well, we all started with the Big Bang. I started with the Big Bang. Yep, that was the idea. So who thinks it would be nice if they just blew up the whole Earth? Yeah, I'm not talking about nuclear war stuff. I'm talking about nobody makes it. It's over. All right. Sounds kind of nice, don't it? Don't have to worry about nothing no more. Boom! It's over, ladies and gentlemen. It's all done. They've already did that kind of right. That wasn't a good idea. So they said, what do you mean? When they said they did that, didn't see the moon for like a month. That wasn't a good thing. Anyways, I guess it wasn't supposed to be a nuke. They're talking about the missile, anyways. Why do you want suffering and stuff? There's more than one sun. Why not just blow up the earth? All right. All right. And I'm not talking about nuclear war. I'm talking about, hey, it's all over. All right. Anyways. Yeah, the new earth, guard particles, time travel, switching things, change the history. It's all crazy. I mean, it's not even that like a revelation, you know what I mean? Like, they always want to act like something's being revealed or something. It ain't like that, man. Things have changed. Like that reference in the Bible, people like they quote change times. You're thinking of something as simple as like, oh, like we added it to days or said this about this. That's just lies, right? Manipulation. Imagine actually you're like really changed it, right? And like you say, it does have what changes other than the power of the word, right? You didn't know it's this way. I mean, made it that way. Had the power. What do you want? Wow. So like, yeah, the Big Bang Theory. But I don't know. So what's everybody doing out there? Anybody got anything to say? Anything good? Anything good? Nothing? Anybody can say anything? I don't know. Where's people entering the guitar contest on TikTok? Guitar contest. Yeah. Back to the movie though. I like that. So starts out they blow up the fuck Earth. Right? They blow up Earth. Right. And so yeah, the robots create the human race again somewhere else. Right. And that's where we have new kind of creatures and stuff. What do you mean? That's somebody designed, right? In the new place, that's what they make. The robots make it. There's just blah blah blah's designs, right? Yeah, and then like the DNA they use. You're really the child, or you're the DNA of what There's such and such recreated, right? Incarnated, right? Born again, something like that. You are a clone. And why some people are different than other people, and they see other people are against them, because they got chips in them, right? So they got different things going on in them, Maybe seeing past things and stuff, like trying to program something into them, Maybe we could even add a soul, I don't know. But anyways, it'd be like a TV show. What do you mean? Yes, they not only did they have like DNA, like sperm, uteruses, the robots, they had souls. Some of them had souls of people, right? Now it gets deep. It's like crazy. I guess I could be like waiter down the line. I don't know. I don't know if people say, "Oh man, you're watching a show. Would you want it to start out with soul stuff or later? Oh God, they had souls on the ship, right? What would you do with the soul? I guess they're possessing some kind of body. I don't like that there. See, I don't like that. But it's a clone, Brent. The soul is going into a clone of who they once were, so they can be them. Now, man. Crazy talk on here. And then my favorite song to play, "How I Met Your Mother," and we got it on. I don't think so, man. I only have a cell phone, dude. I don't watch TV and stuff. So I don't know. I'm just burnt out, dude, man. Got nothing new to offer? Not really, man. Not right now, anyways. I can always come with something new. I don't know. I'm just burnt, man. Yeah, he got all this great idea. I don't like repeating myself, though, Boring. Move on. Let's go on to other things. Yeah. They're all robots. Even the dogs are robots. The hamsters are even robots. They're all robots. They're not real. They're robots. They're not real. They're robots. They're all robots, man. There's something different about Kenny. What do you mean? He's a robot. That's the story they say. What's that? There's supposed to be a robot next month, like that became a lawyer, supposed to argue a case in court or something. Yeah. The robots are going to need bathrooms. Let them use their bathroom. I mean, that robot's got a big one. Oh, dear Lord. So the robots, man. Yeah. They're going to be like what you call the alien or whatever, right? Lab creations, have right? The goo people. I have the right to be a citizen and go to school with the rest of you. Right? Maybe the animal people. Do not discriminate against the horns coming out of my head. I'm a person too. Hmm. So, what do you mean? So we got this team of superheroes that they make? What do you mean? Yeah. All these mutations they make us go to the world was destroyed. So they time travel on a ship. And they like gotta change everything, right? What do you mean? But their Gallagher counters off or something. So they keep on going a little bit farther, into the future. But I guess they start like dinosaur time or some crap, right? I know that's kind of cheesy, but sounds because they're all fucked up. You know what I mean? That's what makes it cool. You got the guy with the horns coming out of his head. Now he ain't red, right? But he's got horns. Yeah. Or it could even be a girl with horns on there. So we make all these little different characters. You know what I mean? And that's going to even like where aliens come from. What I mean, they have a male and female like gray, right? And they breed, make ships and shit, right? Yeah, they kind of like maybe stay behind at the beginning, right? At the dinosaur time, right? So they're always like their offspring's always showing up, right? Throughout this adventure, right? This is a great fucking TV show, folks. Yeah. We could call it Big Bang, right? It's that theory, just Big Bang, right? Got a nice ring to it, don't it? It's awesome, isn't it? It just gets killer, right? And just like history, where like the characteristics of these dings, right? That was them, what I mean, where they showed up, and did stuff. So it's like really killer, man. It's a killer TV show. I don't know. It's my passion. Well, what's the alternative? Like being dead, and if you weren't dead, what's the alternative? Hey man, look at the sky and I don't know, dig a hole in the ground, right? Yeah, you gotta keep on moving along though, right? So I guess you can't really dig, that's illegal, right? So basically you just lay on the ground and you keep on moving, right? Lay on the ground, keep on moving, right? That's about the gist of it, man. Like, wish you were dead, huh? Yeah, that's about the gist of it. And your clothes would get so raggedy, right? They just take you away, right? You know what I mean? No freedom in this place, anyways. Only thing it doesn't matter then now where you ever get that love, that's non bullshit, And one way to look at things, not to fear things, So getting caught up in all this bullshit. Just pretend you are, It's like, or you're like Indians, Hey man, we're in our teepee, got my woman, our kids are in other teepees. Everybody's good to each other. Nobody cheats or steals or robs off each other. We're free to live off the land. All right. Don't worry about their shit. Like the mindset, you're like the place you live in, right? Even though you don't live there, that gives you peace, right? That place. It's one hell of a place, I don't know. It's where I find my peace, man. It'd be nice to find, there's the concept to find peace. Whether you had children, you had got a wife, and you're going to have children. Like, this is where we live, even though we don't live there. This is, what can make you good, right? It is. I mean, that concept, how to be a good person, that, right? Even though you live in this world, right? But you live in that world, right? In the heart, right? Yeah. Anyways, the show's called The Big Bang, right? Might have a speech in there like that, Maybe that's for like the last episode, right? But none of everything would have happened. What do you mean? How could they exist if they make themselves not exist? I'm sure. What do you mean? And there, man, that's pretty like, well, then why does things get blurred? Well, maybe they can show you something. What do you mean, like how you like, hey, the world was like this, but the world was like this, right? Why is it too different? What do you mean? Because imagine a world where they stopped it and why it changed, man. Why it wasn't like that. They stopped it. I don't know, maybe. Yeah. What do you mean? Or did it? One or the other, what I mean? Either or, right? Some kind of time travel stuff anyway. But yeah, yes. One thing for interesting. Yeah, definitely. Or there seems to be more, right? And maybe that's what it is, where they talk about Danes coming and, man, like in the days of Noah. Well, I mean, why is there only like a little bit of it, and then it just keeps on getting more and more, and everything seems to be changing? And you had to wait for the rest of them to arrive and be killed off. I don't know. I'll tell you, man. So God would change history if they came in the past, right? It's kind of evident, right? You know what I mean? If something's outside of a time, right? And you get to hear what it was the past, keep on fucking changing. Well, Danes keep on entering the goddamn past and fucking changing it, man. What do you want? Oh, that makes everything really unstable. Wonder why people are so unstable. But the power, they fuck them, got control, fuck them, stop it. I don't know. You just think, food for thought, man, you know? Where your dominance is. What do you mean? What about if you're a time traveler yourself? Or why can't they stop you, no matter if history keeps on changing? I don't know. You're an ass kicker. That's just the way it is. I don't know. It becomes crazy. And there's another good thing. You know how they say, like, how does people just disappear? Whole families just all of a sudden they're just gone. There's no like they didn't get to exist. Okay, they did exist, but they didn't exist. Well, I know that makes it very complicated if you're not actually getting to go to the past. But you see what I'm saying? I don't know. I've never looked at anything like it. But imagine someone looking at the school photos where all the kids are together. Like, where's Tommy? Come on, man. I'm not insane. Tommy was your imaginary friend. You were really sticking that. What do you mean? Bullshit. I went to school with a kid named Tommy. He was in the fucking picture. Why isn't Tommy there now? All right. More and more how Danes, can exist because he's it. Well, look, there's Tommy. What do you mean there ain't a Tommy? What do you mean? It gets crazy, man. Down there. Well, you think it'd be easier to add something than take something away? Yeah, man. It'd probably be easier to add something than take something away. Well, I know for a fact you get sailing time travels, I guess, right? What do you mean? I don't know, man. Complicated. What do you mean that game where it could always everything could be changed? What do you mean if someone changes something go back to make it kind of stay the same, right? A never ending fucking battle of things, but no one seemed to fucking change the fact that shit sound time traveled, right? It got through, it happened, you know. What's still a thing right now, but what's the thing where it is different, bro? Well, there's a version where it wasn't there, so I could play to that version, but in the past, that was the version, you know. Yeah, it's the weird part. It's crazy. And people run away on that. You understand that stuff, right? What, that time travel of sounds is a dang? Yeah, well, don't know what to tell you, man. Well, what's the point? I don't know. Guess rocking it out, huh? What do you mean? Just go to the peaceful place, Brent. Don't worry about that. I don't know what the point of the. What do you mean? What did it? Does it matter, Brent? Does it matter if it was spiritual? Has something to do with everything, but does it matter what it was that made it time travel? Does it really matter? And maybe it's beyond someone else, Brent. What do you mean? Maybe, like they said, like the sound, you hit a sound barrier, man. They didn't talk about the past, but they talked about anything set out in the waves, it can always be picked up, man. You know, if you put something out in the air, right, they could pick it up like fucking 3,000 years from now, broadcast, 3,000 years ago. In that theory, if they can pick it up in the future, since it was sent out there, you could definitely pick it up in the past. But what made them pick it up? Well, dude, because there's people listening, right? Imagine that. Like they heard, oh shit, man. Like, dude, here's your soundtrack. Listen to what someone put to it. Fuck it, let's make it the soundtrack, right? Sounds fucking awesome, right? Really that simple. There's nothing, nothing like, you know what I mean? There's no more conspiracy to make out of it. What do you mean? That simple, man. You know? And I'm saying, but where like prophecy could come in effect. What do you mean? Antenna receiver dings are ding. People mess around. What are you hearing, man? And just frequency of mind, but still, wait. Hey, man, we're picking up frequency here. What do you mean? They're saying they got all this fucking shit and stuff, and this is going to happen, that happens, and this happens, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm not saying that's the case because I don't know. But I do know about the playing with the soundtracks, right? But yeah, there's the possibilities of sounds going out and they can be received at any time and place. Anyway, especially in our realm, especially in what you mean, there even like a direct, a live blood connection. What do you mean by that? Like the people who existed before you're related to, they're like, we were still alive at the time. There's like this real big wave connection of life, right? That really make something transmit, right? Like a wire, like a cable. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? Really kind of like that. What do you mean? Or even just yourself. You don't even need someone else. What do you mean? If you existed before a product, right? And later in life you do a product and you like do a sound that goes out and you are that cable, man. Because you're still alive, right? You'd definitely be able to be transmitted back for someone to pick up, maybe even just yourself to pick up, even though other people are hearing it too. But there's the crazy part, other people are hearing it, right? It's actually coming from a damn TV, right? Yeah, but someone picked it. But that's what makes it. Someone else could have picked it up and put it there, purposely put it there, and that's part of the movie. Besides that, because you are a part of that universe cable for it to pick up. But just in that theory, without that, like, waves in the air, techno, but You see how more solid foundation that is for something to be picked up, right? Prophecy of oneself, even if you don't know it, right? Because you are like an eternal cable of your existence, right? But anyways, back to being by the water, being free, the wind blowing, laying down in your teepee. Yeah. Yep. Good old life, man. Life is good. I mean, you want to try to be happy, try to make yourself, because, hey, wife hugging you, giving you kisses, right? But you don't want to get doom and gloom, doom and gloom. Oh, that's bad. Or river lightning, something like, you don't want something bad to happen yet to be a bad, I don't know. Yeah, just be alive there with them. They're fictional, Brent. It's okay. Squaw's still alive and love me in my mind. Don't they? Oh, yeah.